The Seven Centers series, part 2 of 8. Sacral lust desire. When was the last time you wanted something so badly it frightened you? Not a casual want, a deep one. The kind you talked yourself out of before you ever let yourself fully feel it. Maybe it was a person. Maybe it was a life you could almost see but couldn't quite reach. Maybe it was a version of yourself that felt so far from where you were standing that wanting it felt like cruelty. So you shut it down, told yourself it wasn't practical, told yourself you didn't deserve it, and something in you went quiet. That quieting has a name. In the framework I write about in my book, lust is not primarily about sexuality, though it can express itself there. Lust is what happens when the seat of desire, creativity, and connection has been wounded by shame, suppression, or sustained disappointment. When desire gets consistently punished or denied, one of two things happens. The first is overcorrection. Desire becomes compulsive. Appetite detaches from meaning and starts chasing sensation for its own sake. Pleasure without presence, connection without depth. The hunger that eats and never feels full. The second is shut down. Desire goes underground. The person stops wanting or tells themselves they have. They call it contentment. They call it maturity. But underneath the flatness is not peace. It is a center that learned the hard way that wanting leads to pain. Neither of these is your fault. Both of them are costing you something. Here is where to start. First, locate the shutdown. Ask yourself honestly, what do I actually want that I have stopped letting myself want? Write it down without editing it. The act of naming it begins to move energy that has been frozen. Second, practice creative expression without an audience. The sacral center heals through making things, not for approval, not for performance, just the act of creation for its own sake. Build the practice before you worry about the product. Third, reconnect desire to meaning. If you are living from your actual desires rather than your managed ones, what would be different? The answers are not indulgences. They are directions. The cardinal sin is not the problem. It is the symptom. The contraction underneath it is what needs attention. This is the second of 7 centers mapped in my book, each one tracing a recognizable human pattern back to its root and forward toward what restoration looks like in daily life. Pathway to Unified Consciousness by Adam Schultz, available now on Amazon. You can find the link to the book at nomadjesus.org.